Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
So it's away we go then.
Well, this fellow, Giorgio Chiellini, Peter, is one of the game's great thinkers.
Yeah, in both an academic and a footballing sense, of course.
Yeah, and I think he'll prove key if they're looking to play on the break here. You won't get many players who are better than him in terms of ball winning, and it's all going to be about how quickly they can turn things around once they've got the ball.
Kimmich.
Shot a goal! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Neymar.
Pass is just off target.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, given away. De Ligt getting this one clear. First quarter of an hour gone.
Couldn't squeeze it through.
DiMarco. That's a sharp pass. And here's Haaland. And that has been clubbed away. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And he was alert to it.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
A header! Goal! Barcelona! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Botafogo looking to pass their way through. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Haaland finds himself offside.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point.
And the score is 1-0.
Now, can they get him away? Lovely pass, but can he get there?
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And here's Kakitani. Neymar.
And it's Soboslai. Here's a chance! It is a very, very good save.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Tonali. Look at the space here.
And the first half is done. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Barcelona are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference.
Thuram.
Now it's Kakitani.
And here's a player who has defined a generation. Tonali. Now Thuram.
And it's Kakitani.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Decent progress down the left.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead, but it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
He's won a decent chance! And yes, it's there! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Thuram.
Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Oh, this is a great position.
Goes for a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Short changes him with that pass. Haaland. Nice looking ball.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Now it's Szoboszlai. And no, he's seen through all of that. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
He won't be happy with that one.
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight.
Can he latch on to this?
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Kimmich. And that's really well manoeuvred. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it.
And the pass is intercepted. That's that, the end.
And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Haaland claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add, and it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their...
There's the shot! Sticks it away!
Szoboszlai, that's a cute ball.
Oh, chance for a shot! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So the game's first significant moment.
Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Oh, this is a great...
Takes a shot! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
After 15 minutes is...
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Cristiano Ronaldo!
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Howson gets his final warning. Great chance here from position A1.
Yeah, it's an invitation to go for a goal.
Snyder! Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Barcelona present their opponents with the best possible chance here to turn a deficit into a lead. The comeback is complete. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's been...
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's having a good look here. Looking to widen the gap even further here. And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Tries the cut back.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Busquets. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Szoboszlai plays it in. Cleared away. Pele. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
Pretty robust defending.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Ruben Dias has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be...
Look! There it is! Oh, what's he done? And it's Iwobi. Now it's Szoboszlai. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. He's shifting through the gears here. He's dealt with that really well. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And this is Iwobi. Shot at goal! Oh, taken with style! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
This is quite a battle.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Messi. Pele. Messi has been caught there, it's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. And there is the half-time whistle. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2.
In the stadium hall.
Substitution on the field, number 15, Schneider. Coming on to replace him is number
Barcelona
10.
get the ball rolling in the second half. Zanetti calmly anticipates. Szoboszlai. And the counter is on. And Iwobi.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Szoboszlai, and it's made its way to him. And the ball's gone astray. Messi. Zanetti. Pele. Xavi Alonso. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Szoboszlai looking to penetrate opposition. Shoots! Goal! Barcelona! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Ronaldo takes control of it, and real chance! No mistake! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Law, he's in a great position. And the finish! Tries to get it clear. Looking for the run. He has a look up.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Messi is herring after that one. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Pele. Played into space. That's a shade optimistic. And the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. Szoboszlai. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now that looks a decent ball. And the pass is intercepted. Cannavaro cuts it out. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. It's a mighty effort! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And time is up. Barcelona can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area. But the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
So hello and welcome one and all on a night which is anything but welcoming. The rain is tumbling down here, you can see it against the floodlights. It gives an added sense of drama to a game which was already in itself deemed dramatic. The conditions here will play a substantial part. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
This guy, Grealish, has been hugely impressive with the way he's matured. A wonderful passer and able to just dribble past people without necessarily having any real pace to do that. He loves exerting his influence, especially in those central areas. And I can't really recall an attacking midfielder in more control of his game than him.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. It's run loose here. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Schneider. It's Schneider! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Schneider actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Garena with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Albert Ferrer. And he's there to make the challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Ambitious ball here. Chips it through. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No goals as yet. Griezmann.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van Dijk. Quality ball. Cannavaro. Now it's Bojan. Thinks about the shot. Schneider! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Garena have their second corner now. That's good pressing, squeezing the play.
Ghana really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot.
And Messi! Now it's Griezmann. Now it's Van Basten. Oh, that's a key interception.
Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And this is Van Basten. Chiellini spots it and intercepts. Oh, quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. And it's Szoboszlai. Griezmann. Griezmann! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Nothing wrong with the idea, inches away.
Can he get on the end of this?
2 added minutes has been
Albert
indicated.
Ferrer. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Well read, and the danger is averted. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, there's one standout, Peter, that needs improving, and that's the passing. All too often it's been found wanting, you know, much to the frustration of everyone around, and I'd go so far as to say that it's the biggest contributor as to why we have the scoreline we do.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Substitution.
And we're underway again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Cannavaro. And a goal kick. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Opts for safety. A probing pass. No, that's been intercepted. Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Szoboszlai. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the pass is intercepted. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Substitution for Ghana. Number 22, Schneider. Number 7.
We have got changes here from both sides, in
Coming on
fact.
the field, number 21, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 11, De Bruyne. Substitution in progress.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Now it's De Arrascaeta.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
De Arrascaeta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Bojan. Now it's Del Piero.
Ghana have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Shot, surely! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
And he's intervened well there. Iwobi.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Bullish header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
De Arrascaeta. He's come in hard. Gattuso gets it clear. Knocks it into space.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he's there to retrieve it. Schmeichel comes out and deals with it.
Added time.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes.
Might want to be careful there.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. And that will be the final act. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So bring it on.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
So it's away we go then.
Well, it's safe to say, Peter, we're in the presence of defensive royalty here.
And so what is it that makes Paolo Maldini so regal?
Well, I think the fact that he almost never had to make a tackle says it all. He just doesn't need to. With him, it's all about anticipation, positioning, and reading the game superbly. There's very few who are able to do that at the highest level like him.
Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Kagawa really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And he's had a hit! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
After 11 minutes is...
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Madrid have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Messi. Great defending, strong and determined. Gullit proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Oh no, what has happened here? Look at the space here. Messi gets flagged offside. And it's Kagawa. Maldini goes on a run down the left wing. Chance to deliver. Zanetti getting this one clear.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side. Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
And here's Gullit. And here comes the corner. Corner number 2 then. Zanetti is there and he can... And the shot! Oh, it's in! He just absolutely speared that in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And he's managed to get free. Rafinha. Can he finish?
Rafinha really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Lam is looking to influence the game from out wide. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Mateus, played out to the left flank. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's got away. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Shot, surely! Oh, it's gone in! And right on half-time, that is telling. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
This is threatening to become... He's gone for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
So that was the
Well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
That is ended up in no man's land. Can he get on the end of this? And now they can clear their lines. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Buffon. And that's an errant pass. Zanetti knocks it into space. Shevchenko. And that has been knocked clear. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Bellingham. Mateus. Threads one in. Shevchenko gets into some space. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And Messi! And he's found the net! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Kagawa looking to be a menace in the final third. Now that looks a decent ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Half an hour gone in the second half. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Kagawa.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this.
Cruyff! Oh, it's hit the post! And that's a real chance missed.
Cruyff fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's Eto'o! It's bounced back off the post.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Piqué promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Hullet. And here's Kagawa. Deftly away. The final whistle and confirmation we are headed for penalties.
Well, it was a pretty engaging game that flew by. The separation now is left to penalties.
Fellow attendees,
So we brace ourselves for the nerve-shredding ordeal that is penalties.
During the match at all times.
Mateus first in line. And he puts them one up.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Eto'o is the next to run the gauntlet. Oh, that is quite remarkable.
Barcelona are now able to take a giant step towards where they want to be. Down the middle, right where the keeper was standing. And the lead is 2. So down by 2, another miss can be game, set and match. And he sticks it away.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
Barcelona with this chance to pull 2 clear. And he puts it away. And that doubles their lead. Madrid can't afford to miss another one. Firm, low, telling.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Barcelona with the chance to go 2 up. And he's put them 2 in front. So can he do it? Can he keep them alive? Saved! And there's your hero! Barcelona have won it by the barest of margins. 2 sides more or less inseparable until the final kick of the ball from the spot. The end of the game. Reflections?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result...
So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So bring it on.
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
So we're up and running. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away.
No! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Can he... Oh, he's been caught on it here! And Del Piero! In he goes again! It didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
Well, you've got to admire the confidence and the agility. Wasn't too far off either.
And this is Messi. That's a lovely, neat pass. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Looking for options for movement. Now that looks a decent ball. Picked out brilliant, and the shot! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Now it's Pelé, takes a shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Now it's Del Piero, now it's Szoboszlai. Now who's going to be first to this? You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And this is Messi. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Albert Ferrer does well to stand firm and defend it. Aimed beyond the defence. Nicely intercepted. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Messi.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rafinha is onto it in a flash. Now it's Messi. Wirtz plays a sharp little ball here. Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Zanetti. Now it's Del Piero. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Cannavaro. Great ball, and he's in here. Now there's Law! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He rises! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Gattuso clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Eto'o threads one in, not the most accurate pass. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That's headed upfield.
There will be 1 minute.
Szoboszlai. The final seconds now. Wriggles his way through. And we hit half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
So it's
The midway point of the game.
Barcelona really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now. He'll fancy himself from here.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
Del Piero! Brilliant save, it was certainly dipping.
Oh, that was stunning. He judged that beautifully.
It's their second corner of the game. Demichelis tries to clear. And he's had a hit! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh no, what has happened here? That is good alertness. And he can clear it away. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Wits! Now, can they get him away? And that was nowhere near his best. And he's managed to get rid. Azar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And he's away. And Del Piero! It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Demichelis.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no...
Del Piero! Goal! Barcelona! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
After 69 minutes is number 9, Alessandro Del Piero.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
That's good. Oh no, this does not look good. He's got away.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Szoboszlai tries a cross. Cleared without hesitation. It's gone out for a throw-in. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. He could be in here. It's loose. Oh, that is asking for shoots! Oh, that could cost them.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
That has been knocked clear.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Eto!
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Well read, nice interception. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he was quick to react. That's good running with the ball. Rafinha. He's on it, can he get away? Tries a shot! It's in! They have stolen level at the last! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And that's it, nothing to separate them. It is penalties.
Well, both managers would have preferred not to go this far, but here we are. It's about nerve control now.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement.
And
now.
it will be
We would like to
decided
ask
by
you
the
all to
melodrama
kindly stay
of
seated during the
penalties.
match. Thank you for your cooperation.
Eto shoulders the responsibility of the first kick. 1-0.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
Del Piero next in line, and here he is. Oh, what a save!
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
Madrid with the chance to go 2 up. Big character, big moment, big save. Xavi Alonso is the man who's second in line. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
This to put them 2 up. That's how it's done. He made the keeper commit. And that doubles their lead. Barcelona can't afford to miss another one. Saved! keeper's done brilliantly.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that. The way he was moving beforehand, very good save.
Can the goalkeeper come up with a moment?
And there it is, the decisive kick.
Barcelona fall short in the lottery that is the penalty shootout. As cruel as that is, the two sides had been inseparable after 2 hours of action.
So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt.